The example of Muhammad, peace be upon him. Did he ever hold anyone's past against them? Never did. Too many examples to list on here. Washi is the man who assassinated the uncle of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Sahaba said the death of the uncle, the murder of the uncle, the mutilation of the body of the uncle of the prophets is one of the moments in his life where the Sahaba say, it was one of the few times where we saw the Prophet, peace be upon him, in such profound pain, like he was crying. He was so deeply hurt that when they came back into Medina, the Battle of Ohad, many Muslims had died on that day, and he could hear different family members crying when they were receiving the news of the death of their family member. The Prophet, peace be upon him, started to cry as they were walking into Medina, and he started to say, today there is somebody crying for everyone who's died, but there's nobody crying for my uncle, because my uncle's own family was the one who did this to him. That's how much pain he felt. But the man who carried out the assassination, the hit on Hamza radiallahu anhu, not only does the Prophet, peace be upon him, not hold the grudge against him, but the Prophet is the one who is having letter after letter after letter sent to Washer. Tell Washer to become Muslim. Tell Washer to change his life. Tell Washer that he should accept Islam. Tell Washer that Allah will forgive him, that's how merciful Prophet, peace be upon him, was. That's how willing he was to overlook people's past. Hinda, the woman who hired Washer to assassinate, and after he goes to her, and he tells her the job is done, she goes down into the battlefield. She walks up to the dead body of Hamza, lying there. She pulls out a dagger. She cuts his ears, his nose and his tongue out, strings them up, and keeps them as a souvenir. This is a woman. She then takes the dagger, puts it in his body, rips his body open, pulls out his internal organs and mutilated his body. This is a woman. She takes his clothes and rips his clothes off and completely exposes his body. A woman who did this. That's how much she hated the Prophet. And that's how horrible. What a horrible act had done to the Prophet and his uncle. But on the day of Fateh Makkah, the Prophet doesn't do anything to her. And when she comes to the Prophet to accept Islam, he welcomes her, gives her the shahada, allows her to become Hind radiallahu anha, a companion, a female companion of the Prophet. And the stories go on and on. Irma, the son of Abuja, they were embraced with open arms, and they were made to be close to the Prophet. He accepted them as they were, and that's. Not only those are people that did something against them, even people who were just bad people in society. Prophet have embraced him with open arms.